We often work at the state level because, as you know, SCDOT owns and maintains most of the roadways and bridges that we are advocating for. I just wanted to quickly touch on a few points. One, all of these things have come up already tonight, but one is in the face of tremendous growth in South Carolina and in the face of frustration about addressing traffic congestion and how long it takes to widen a highway, how expensive it is to widen a roadway, I want to make sure that everybody continues to think about splitting the mode share. So providing safe ways for folks to choose to get around in ways that do not involve a personal vehicle taking up more space, more time, more resources. The return on investment for the state of South Carolina to invest in bike, ped, and transit is huge. It's going to get us a lot further if we're thinking that way and planning in that way so that all the people who are moving here don't have to bring a car with them. I've met a lot of folks over the past few years who have just moved here and said they had to buy a car when they moved here. So it would be great to think about planning in that way. I also want to point out, we really enjoy at Charleston Moves working with SCDOT and local government on bike, ped, and transit projects. We've found all of them to be incredibly responsive and they have very similar goals. We do have a lot of gaps in our multimodal network, and so continuing to prioritize those major safety gaps is really important. An example you're probably all aware of is the North Bridge between North Charleston and West Ashley. It's a major safety gap. It had a sidewalk when it was built. It was removed by the state in the 1970s. It's really important that we get that major gap and other major gaps like it filled for people who cannot afford a car and for people who don't want a car and will want to be accessing low country rapid transit on the other side of that bridge. And finally, I brought this up the last time I spoke to you all, but the design standards, I think that's where a lot of the push and pull comes between the state and the locals. I think that's where a lot of the disagreement occurs. It's great to have the COGS here tonight presenting because they can be the conduit to bringing those groups together. So keeping an eye on flexibility in how the locals are perhaps able to take over road ownership, but also flexibility in design. Are there ways for SCDOT to accommodate what the locals would prefer to see instead of holding on to certain design standards? And I will tell you already, I'm seeing that happening with SCDOT and local government. It needs to continue. So thank you so much. I appreciate the time.